All right, we're in business. All right. Today I'm talking about the spot healing tools. Is this one? Is this guy? So let's understand a little bit about this one. What is this about? So this one, when you click on that, you will see this box. First of all, you can see clone and heal. I can explain to you later. And then the size, just make the brush like bigger or smaller. See the size. Further is when you do the sport, when you do further, it just like slowly fade out, and it depends on the size. The opacity is how strong you want it, and this is the one to on and off, and then of course reset. So let me demonstrate what it is. I could use the first one. Now, when I do this, you can use the mouse to go up and down. It's the same as this. You can see that, change the size of it. Now, pay attention to the further. If you make it bigger, can you see that? That means it just fade out more. But if you do a more solid, it's pretty much the size of the let's call it selector, and then the surrounding is the same. Now the opacity is how strong you want it. Now let's say if I want to get rid of this duck, you just select the spot. You can make it, of course, you can smaller thing, but I can do a much bigger size. Right? And then you just hold it, the left mouse, when you click, and then just paint it. And now release the mouse. It will select something that close to it. But sometimes you think that, oh, no, that's not the right one. You can hit it and hold the mouse, the left mouse, hold it. Keep holding. When you think is, all right, this is good, I release it. Now, what is clone and heal? What's the difference between them? Now, I can see that. When you clone, it's pretty much like this. So solid, the edge. Right? And then the edge, they are solid. When you're doing heal, let me make a bigger. See that? It just, when you do that, it just like fade out. It's not like solid edge. So that's the difference between heal and clone. Right? Under what condition we use it, I can show you later. Now, when you're editing, it's okay. Now I can turn on and off. Click this button. You can see that. Now, if I want to get rid of this guy, I can also hold the left mouse. When you select, I hold it and then just paint it. Now, you think that this doesn't look that great. You just click it and hold the mouse, and then I move it to you. You want to make it like this, the water level, right? And then release it. And then you maybe move it, cover it a little bit more. Right. Now, if you change the clone, you see that it's so solid. Doesn't look good. So you use the heal. Right. So when you're adding offset, you just done. Now you can see that before, after. Right. That is one of the things. So now, now when I do this one, of course, you can also, now the first thing you can say, all right, I clone. Now you can do clone, and then you can get rid of it, right? So it's done. So there's no airplane. But you can do this. Now you can reset it. That means, let's say if I do a little bit more, whatever, all this thing, right? And then when I do reset, it just delete everything. So now, how about this? If I do this, and then I just say, copy this, right? And copy this one to here, right? And then I can say that, all right, why don't I just do this? And then tell them, all right, copy this into here. Now, can you see that is pretty much solid? It doesn't look good. So now you can use the heel, hopefully blend out a little bit more. So now you can see that. Now you can use this method to duplicate the image. You can either erase it or duplicate stuff. Okay. And you can just this, and then you can right. So it is a little bit worse. Now, sometimes if I want to remove this area, most of the time, sometimes we use a solid clone because you want the edge, right, much better. So now if I do this, now it just going to select, is that a no? I want to use this. No, the color doesn't look good, so I think I have to use a, see, now you can just use the concept, same thing, to remove editing. Just move it close to here. So this is one of the methods to do it. I don't know. Now, another is the cleaning, like for this one, I shot it. And then, now, can you see this? This is the dirty of the lens, right? And this one, I think it's a bird or something like that. Where's that little guy? Maybe 300%. Yeah, I don't know what it is, right? So a lot of the time, we can just clean out this, right? Right, so brush, and then we can just cover it. And then where's the other spot? Now, here is the most important thing. Visualize spot. What is this? When you click on that, it will show you all the dirty spot. Now you can increase it, so that means it has more stuff. Right, now you said, all right, this is the dirty part, dirty, and dirty. But of course you know that. But if you don't turn this on, you have no idea where is the spot. This is the called visualize spot. You can, of course, you can change the let's call it the opacity. How detailed you want it. The more you have it, the more spot is shown. Right. So this is one of the. When I reset it, now see, now it will show where is the spot that you want to erase. Now you can easy to look at it and see. So this is the one, and then okay, right? So I think a lot of people will how to remove the winkles. Now with all this, I think Lightroom is also pretty good now when you do it. Also using heel, never use clone, right? And it'll be smaller. See, it blended very good. Now you can use this and then try to remove the wrinkles. Now you can see that it's pretty good with this. Right, that is the let's see, do that. Have it? No. See, you can see the difference in here, right? So how about this? All right, so let's do this. Now you're 100%. Okay, just paint the whole thing over. And then move it underneath. It's pretty good, right? But it's kind of look fake. Now here is the trick, the opacity. When it's a 0, that means nothing changed. When it's 100%, that means you smooth out everything. I always say that don't make it perfect. You need to leave something, right? You see that? When I do the change the opacity, you don't want to remove 100%, right? You still want to leave a little bit, so make it look real, right? And then the same thing, you just, now this one, now you can give a little bit more, right? See? Now, here's the trick. You still have a little bit like that. You don't want to like 100% remove and people look at so, it's kind of fake, like plastic. So even when people mention about this, you can also do that. Do that. No, 100% move without any. Then you can just change whatever city you want, but give them a little bit in there. And then now just get close to it. And maybe give them back a little bit more. See? So it's a little bit better than you just remove everything. Right? And this is one of the tricks. That's me. Right? You can see on the mark. I can also do that. Right? Of course, I'm not the one taking this photo. And then you just 100%. Now, the trick is most of the time I don't remove all the stuff like this, right? You can light it up because this is already permanent. You don't want to make it everything 100% and it look fake, right? You just give them still a little bit. Oh, sorry. Let me reset it. I just set a brush here. Right. Now, when you do this, you still have a certain percent, right? And let's see the before and after. You still leave a little bit in there. Oh, I think I turn it off. Yeah. See, it just like light up in there. So when you do this, like cleaning the face, if something like permanent, don't remove it 100%. Now I can even all this, right? I can still do all this. If you do 100%, you see that? Some people may, okay, I like it, yes. But for me, I would you have to select this one and turn it back. Just leave a little bit, make it look a little bit real. And then the eyebrows, just change the whole thing, just brush it. And then see, just do a little bit. Now, the last one. No, not you in the last one. Now, when I see, oh, you can see how sharp it is. When I'm fixing like portrait, this is the stuff I will just do 100% like this thing, because this is not permanent. It will disappear. But for this thing, I would just leave a little bit in there. Right? Because those marking, of course, you can just remove some of them, right? And then you can still leave a little bit. You just light it up. So this is one of my trick. And then even you change it, and then you still. So I like studio photography. Look at it. This is the original. Nothing changed. Just come out from the camera. And I just change the white balance to flash. Just make it a little bit yellowish. And then usually I would just let the white, because when I do the white, it just all the over, right? And then you just light up a little bit. And that's it. So that's why sometimes you say, well, why so fast? Because I don't want to too much over like Photoshop and everything. I just leave it the way that it is. And then I'm making texture, smooth out the skin a little bit. And that's it. You don't want to do it too much. And that's, you can say that's my style. I don't want to do. And two more I will show you on it. And this one. How to, of course, you can use Photoshop to do it and everything. But if you can do Lightroom, I can also patch. And then I just leave it healing, and then I just patch it. See how good it is? And then you just fix the roof. And then this one is a little bit tricky. You just make sure it just line up with the thing. I think I have to use a clone. Sometimes you have to use clones, sometimes you have to use hue because you want a solid thing. And you fix this, you can use some hue. And then see, done. The roof fix. See, quick and easy. So line. Remove the line. Use hue. Let's see what's in clone. No, isn't here. I might have to limit that a little bit. The action that. And then I can use the clone. Now it's something like this. Use this as a clone. You want to solid and everything. So pretty much like this. So you know the concept. And then that's all. Oh, the last one. I think this is all easy. When you do a night photography, there will be a lot of marking that you can't really see. I can tell you. Right? Because sometimes it's not the dirty of the lens, it's the light flare. So how you spot this? And also the, you know, this is what called sensor burning. When it's red and the blue, it's the sensor burn. That's why when the other model, I don't know, for Canon, when we turn off, they said the sensor cleaning. What happened when the sensor turned on too long, it's overheat, it burned out the pixel. So you need to clean it. So this is when the red and the green, no, red and the blue, those are the sensor burning pixel. So you can do spot removal, turn on visualize. Can you see that? It showed up. Oh, it showed up all the dirty spot. Now you can just go and fix every single one. Oh, I already fixed most of them. Now when I reset it, when I reset, you see all the spot, and then this is the light flare, and then these are the other spot. So that's why the software can look it up for you. But if you don't enlarge it, sometimes you will miss all the stuff. Now this one may be a little bit tricky for this light flare. And then you maybe just see that we can get something in the bottom. It's something like this. I just do one side. See? And then you can do the other side. And then come on. Oop. Something like this. All right. So that's all about the patch tool. Right. When you click on that, make sure clone and healing, the difference between that, the size, feather, opacity is how more you want and everything. And the other one is visualize spot to show up the stuff. And that's it. Any questions? Should be simple, right?